What's good? What's good, y'all?
And what's going on, bro?
And
So,
back for another episode of the Breaking the Narrative,
yeah,
BTN for short.
yes, sir.
Got another special guest today. You want to introduce yourself?
Meow. No.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, she's a weirdo, y'all. So you gotta excuse us.
Names, please.
Most Marys are a bit weird.
Not really.
I am.
I know quite a few Marys that's actually quite normal.
Well, my mom's weird, so
Yeah.
But no, Mary.
Regular Murray,
Yep.
silly Murray, weird Murray,
Oh, I'm like, oh, wait, no. So it's like what? Mary Whitaker, Silly Mary,
Mary Al Yankovic.
MMKW, all of the above.
it's like
Okay.
72 different pages.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's an artist page,
It's an art page,
A pa-
regular page,
a page where she just rants about random
YouTube
things.
page where I just rant about things
Yeah,
that nobody knows about.
because you don't promote.
Sometimes I just want to rant. I don't be wanting nobody else's opinion, really.
What's the point of a rant if you don't want an opinion?
That's why don't nobody know about the page. I can rant freely.
Or you could just talk to yourself.
Yeah, that's
No.
also an option.
Yeah, why do you have to?
No.
Why you have to?
I gotta
record?
remember the rants. See if I change my like. Actually, I deleted like 3. I did something on colorism, and then I did some more research. Realized my privilege, and I deleted them.
Why don't you just do video logs and then just keep them?
I guess that's kind of what the page is. Because at first I was like, I don't want to do that either. But talking to Avery, I was like, I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what they are.
But then she stopped doing it. So technically, she's not listening to me anymore.
Okay, that's understandable.
They're recorded. I just don't post all the time.
She hasn't posted in like 3 months.
I thought it was 4.
See.
Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all.
But
Yeah.
anyways, she's going to join us today for our quality versus quantity topic.
Yeah, this one has somewhat of a wide range, so
Very wide.
we can go everywhere with it.
And which we tend to do anyway, so we will.
Yeah, more than likely.
And we're going to be discussing the different qualities versus quantities of things.
Yeah, which is, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are really adjusted to the topic, like quality over quantity, but we're actually going to go a little bit more in depth to it with like different ideas and branching off. So that's actually normal with this, because we already mentioned this is more like the ADHD podcast, because we can't stay on topic for shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Neither do I. Half my rants be like here and then here. And you like, how do I bring that together?
Yeah. Well, we just don't. You just do it.
Exactly.
And then people, they're listening, they're just listening, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They've accepted us for who we are at this point.
I have. I'm also a viewer. I plan to watch this later.
Well, we'll drop in a couple of weeks. You know, we kind of stockpile first, and then
Oh, trust me. I'm waiting for a
Yeah,
couple
we
of
did
premieres
the-
to drop, you know.
yeah, we
Got
do
my
we do
countdown
how
clock
we
going.
do how you're supposed to do. You just don't upload. That's all.
Yeah, no, I don't at all. So
It's
bad.
cool.
My art page be popping though. That I do actually. I think I posted something today actually.
Yeah, you've done a great job. You and Tangy both have. Like I said, I've been seeing y'all without seeing y'all. So
Oh no, Tangy way.
I scroll the timeline. I see like somebody post, "Oh, I got this from Murray. Or I got this from Tangy," and I'm like, "Dang, that's a high right there." You know, that's cool. You know,
You one of them.
I know.
I
was
saw. I
hyped.
saw it earlier. I was like, oh. I be like,
Yeah,
just
I was
it was
like,
random. It popped up on I think my suggestion page.
yeah, I did a little vlog for y'all and everything. Yeah,
I appreciated it.
yeah, so dope.
See,
So
that's nice. It's real nice.
yeah, you know, let's support the local artists. You know, as long as it's reasonable. You know, but you come out the gate thinking you're already Picasso and Basquiat out of
See,
it.
speaking of that, that's that quality right there. See,
Yeah.
that's what he's talking about right there.
Yeah, so we can right off the bat we can get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
that's, I think, matter of fact, you said this, I think, the last 2 times I was here. You got good work, and you just need to know how to price it and promote it. I was like, I don't think it's the best quality that I want to give out. And granted, I have a lot of pictures and drawings and stuff.
right.
It's just not where I want to be like, you got to come get art from me. Now, Tangi, on the other hand, who has her style established, it's consistent. love it. I buy something from her, and I'm her friend, and I get it for free. But I would buy something from her.
Yeah, she's
Where
dope.
I would just give her my work because again, I love her quality. It's consistent. With me, I never know what I'm gonna get my dang self, and I'm doing it.
That's how I feel about Eric's stuff. Like
Yeah.
his quality
He's
there.
established. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's established. But at the same time, he still can't charge Basquiat prices.
Yeah,
though.
of course not.
Yeah, we
But-
love Eric though. But
Yeah.
it's people that just they just bought a stencil and an easel today,
Yeah.
and it's like, yo, I need $250. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and it's also them niggas that's they'll be online and then they're like, oh, get your logos for me, and it just be some random ass app. And then you put the picture in, and then they just all they did was just put a filter on the jump, and then it switches you over to
a cartoon.
like cartoon.
Yeah.
little jump.
Yo.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how many times because I play around with the little tune app.
Mhm.
I've seen them. Them logos. I know exactly where it came from, and I just be sitting there like somebody paid $25 to $35 for this. And depending if they's like, oh, it's colored, $60. I'm like, the tune app is free.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can actually do that with one of
Scam.
the.
Scam artists.
I can do that with the app on my phone with the that I use for my photo edits.
Yeah.
I can make those.
So it just comes down to a person not knowing and knowing. And the
Mhm.
person who knows take advantage of the person who just doesn't know.
Yeah, that's what
No.
they're looking forward to.
So like the painting I did for you
Mhm.
would make a dope logo because it represents you.
Right.
To say I'm gonna make a logo for you, that's a logo. But to say, oh, I'll take something you already did and sketch it for what? You gonna charge an arm and a leg for that?
Well, the thing is, if you're good at it, that's one thing.
Yeah,
But it can't be.
You did 50. Let me be clear, you did 50% of the work.
Yeah, it can't be
Yeah,
exactly
if you-
what I gave you, and you just added color to it.
yeah.
And then be like $60.
If you go, if you're gonna do something like that, if you can turn like a normal picture of like a female into like a Mona Lisa, that's different.
Right.
You can
right.
do that. Yeah, you got it.
Then that's when we can get into like, all right, well, Leonardo da Vinci was charging this, so I feel like I'm in that range. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
No,
but nobody's doing nobody.
I think I paid $25 for someone to turn a Dragon Ball Z character I did into a. I don't color. I don't like painting. But I was like, you know what? I'd be on Fiverr, and shout out to that app because they helped me out with work. But the artist that did it, no, not only did I like pay her, I shouted her out on everything I got, and I don't even post nothing on that time. But like, it was that good. Like, I was like, $25 to animate something I've already came up with, brilliant. I'm sitting here like, why she ain't like she wasn't even like she should have been top tier rated for me. Wasn't, and I was just baffled. I'm like, what? And half the people that was before her were just they're taking styles and characters that already exist. It wasn't like they coming up with the shit themselves.
Yeah, that's normally what goes. It's the popular. Let me get a Dragon Ball Z character right quick. People gonna notice this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, you're on your way. That's the politics side
No,
of
that
it.
shit was like $125. I said, nope.
Yeah, and then like we said, people just don't know. You don't know what you're looking for and what you're paying, so it's just like, damn, all right, 125, bet. Until you meet the next person, and the next person just like, 50. And then you be like, damn, last cuz got me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then it'll be that. Like, I think she gives you a free. Like, let me be clear. So the $125 one, they would take your likeness and make it into a character. And you got like if you wanted the background full body, it was extra on top of extra. That's not even considering if you want to tip them after the fact. So with the $25 one, all of the same stuff. And if I had the character already designed, it was the same price.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to send her a picture of necessarily me. I said, hey, I got this. I think she communicated with me the whole time. That was $125. She would have told me, hey, a tip or something. I think I gave her, tip-wise, I think I ended up giving her like an extra $25. I was that thrilled. I was that happy.
Yeah, I did the same thing with Eric when he did my
oh yeah,
my
yeah.
Break What Binds You. That
Mhm.
one, I gave him the idea, and then he over exceeded my expectations.
Right.
So like
That's
like,
perfect.
and I know over exceeded is not a word, but that's the best I can do. Like he went in on the shit that I gave him. I
Right.
just gave him just a simple topic.
Right.
This is what I want. But then I saw the finished product, and I was like, dude, I know that you are already charging this price, but I'm willing to pay you more than what you're expecting. He was like, no, bro, I got it. And I was like, bro,
Take my
listen
money.
to me. Yeah, exactly. Like, listen to me. This is not something that is going to be just a normal logo for you. This is something that I'm going to, this is artwork.
Right.
And then he started to realize that later on during the process, because it started to take him a little bit longer. I was like, dude, I told you that I was going to pay you more because I knew what this entire picture was going to entail. Like, I knew what was going to come with it. So I ended up paying him I think $50, $60 more than what he originally asked for because I knew how much it was going to be worth.
Yep.
And break what binds you, like the way it came out, he did like 5 or 6 different variations of it, and it was perfect.
Right.
Like, he even did this design for my shirt right now.
Right.
Like, he did this one, and then he did the break what binds you one. I'm not sure. Like, I think those are the only 2 that he did. The rest of them I ended up doing myself. But for real, like, I had no other choice but to pay him what he, for real, I think he's worth a lot more than what I paid him.
Right.
Because the stuff that he does is like, you think Basquiat and shit like that. Like, I've seen some shit that he's done, and it looks very similar, if not alike.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Eric's very dope.
yeah, he's real big on realism
Right.
type paintings.
Oh
So-
no, that's what's the
Which
word?
is quality.
Double. Cause I can't, oh no, I got. Let me shout out to him now, cause I got a respect for people who could do realism. Because I, as you know, I on my art page you can see that I do pictures of people, portraits, trying to get that detail together. I
Yeah.
think it can look so simple. I think just filling in cheekbones. Let me tell you, that takes 20 to 25 minutes on one cheek.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary good how some people are. Like,
I was like, I think I watched someone take 3 hours just doing the sketch, and I said, "Oh, get the hell out of here!"
yeah.
They didn't have no detail. They were just sketching. I said, "I'm gonna stick to whatever I got, whatever style this is. I'm not
Yeah.
about to spend 3
It's
hours."
It's very scary because you can see like the sketch that Tangy did for me. It looks like
I saw the preview. I kind of saw more than you did. Let me be clear. That's not even the first rendition of that.
yeah. Because at first I thought it was like I said, come on, that's just creepy a little bit, Somebody just pop up, yo, I've been drawing you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's how I be feeling when
Yeah,
I reach out to people. And it's already done. I'm like, so I kind of stole your photos.
yeah, like
I mean, you're a real beautiful person. Yo, I've had to do that. And believe it or not, people be like feeling the love from that though.
yeah. Once you get past
I be
that
thinking they're
initial,
gonna think I'm so creepy.
once you get past that initial,
So,
yeah,
I did that before. Well, not necessarily like stealing photos and stuff. But I would take people's like photos. This is when I was doing my I was trying to get better at editing my
Mhm.
photos. So I would take like older pictures from people, and now I'd edit them and then send them back to them with the newer product that I just came out with. And it was like, oh my god, this is really good. And then that was just me practicing.
right,
So I kind of understand why people would want to do stuff like that, just so they can get a little bit of the practice in.
That's what I do. I'd be like, oh, first of all, I'm just practicing. Oh, that's why I told you I felt so bad for it when I did Lacey's picture. And I was like, no, I can do better. Don't post that.
oh yeah, because she posted a few of the pictures too. Yeah, y'all did a good job of her too.
Yeah.
I like my fair. Sorry.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I like her.
She's very photogenic.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not even my first time taking her. I think her and Brene, I've stolen both of their photos. Shout outs to both of them. Cause
Talking about Brene, like light skin Brene.
I don't know if we're talking about the same Brene or not.
I don't know. Like, there's only one person I know that's Brene. There's only one that I know.
with the green hair.
Yeah, there's only one I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's the same.
That is the light skinned girl. She's cute.
Yeah, she is very.
Yeah.
Again, photogenic. Shout out to both of them because I literally tell them, and I'll steal like a couple of y'all photos. And they be like, have fun. I'm like, this is how dude know, and I will believe you and give you your props. I'm not horrible because they at least let me take them. If I was horrible, they'd be like, stop that. We
You
don't
probably
like
would've
it.
took them anyway.
I mean, well, yeah. If somebody approaches you and be like, "Yo, can I buy a couple of it?" Like, then that's different. But then a person just popping up like, "Yo, I drew you." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
look
have
at
to.
this.
Some of the girls that I follow are just gorgeous, and they be taking like they don't post half the pictures that I be taking. I gotta like grab them in the moment because they're on their stories.
Oh, okay. See, that's something.
So
Yeah,
I be-
that's definitely extra. I ain't
Yeah.
going that far.
I gotta go that far because when I see it and I'm like, oh my god, if I can capture it, like whatever feeling or moment like that they're really having in that moment, if I can capture that in my drawing, it means more to me. I'm glad that they like it, but like I was like, yo, your picture was so dope. Like it's exuding way much more than you think. I just want to show you that.
I did that. I kind of like did the opposite of that at one point. Like, I take like drawings that people would do, and then what I would do was I would make a poem out of it, and then completely like
That's dope.
yeah, I'll do an entire piece on just that specific moment. I actually did it recently. Like a friend of mine I'm talking to now, took 2 of her paintings, and then I made poems out of them.
That's dope.
So
That's
Like-
talent right there. I can't do that. I write poems, but they're bad. They're so bad.
not bad. You just need practice.
Oh no! When I say they're bad, they have no rhyme or reason. It
Poems
sounded
don't
good to me.
Poems don't have to rhyme.
But that's what's most important is if it sounds good to
Yeah,
you.
it just
then-
sounds good to
Yeah,
me.
if it makes
Yeah.
sense to you.
I found old poems of mine. I just, you just don't throw those away. You just, I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna do something with this one day.
Yeah, I'm. That's one thing I can say. Like, even with my poems, I feel as though like even though I have a whole bunch of them, I feel as though there's only certain ones that I really did appreciate more than others.
It's that quality of them.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very
even
dope.
even though now I feel as though I can put out quality whenever I feel like it. So that's the only time you ever hear me actually being arrogant is when like right now as far as writing. Like if I write something and I want it to be quality, it's gonna be quality. I don't give a damn how anybody feels about it.
I need to take that with me when I leave today. Just embody that moment. I'm just be confident about this.
Yeah, we have that conversation all the time. By the way,
Yeah,
confidence that's thing number one.
yeah,
You need that before the actual talent.
that's also facts.
Yeah.
One
I
thing
don't
is
got that.
I didn't have confidence growing up, so my work would show.
Right.
So
I'm shocked mine doesn't, because I don't.
well, you have confidence.
You have confidence. You're kind of like one of the people that just kind of act like they don't have no confidence, but they kind of.
It'd be real facts. I really don't. Like, y'all saying that now, I'm like looking back like, damn, I don't mean. I think, matter of fact, it was old. I think I drew a picture of my ex and his daughter. And I'm going to tell you this now. I never hated the process of drawing a picture so much in my life. But it was like the first time I really wanted to try realism, like deep realism with 2 people. Because I'm still, face forward, just the neck and the shoulder type of person. I had so much trouble. I almost didn't do the picture.
Well,
Like, I almost didn't show it. I almost didn't do any. I hated it so much. And I was like, oh, it's so bad. But when I sent it to him, not only did he love it, I think out of the blue, they made like a picture and a shirt out of it.
This is a good idea.
well, it's like I came to realize that it's not always about how you feel about it; it's about how the person feels about it.
Right.
Because Abe has the same problems a lot of times. Like, people will critique his work, but at the same time, the person that he gave his work to appreciated it. Doesn't matter. It's all about how others are perceiving your work. If they think it's
True.
quality, then it's quality. However, if you feel as though you can get better, then there's always room for growth.
Yeah, I still got that pre-sketch sitting in my phone. Like, no, we definitely gonna try that over.
Yeah, you got to keep a balance between that, the willing to want to get better, but knowing you can't just listen to each and every criticism that comes your way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because then once people know that you're like that open to all the criticism, that's when people start to troll,
Mhm.
That's
say
when your work shows that.
outlandish
Like,
stuff.
why'd you start doing that? You was doing better before you did that. I'm like, but like, y'all hated it before.
Yeah, I've had negative criticism about a lot of the stuff that I've done. I've had people tell me that I suck at writing, but and that didn't stop me from doing so.
My whole comeback would be like, then you write something better. Let me see it.
No, my comeback was I wrote 6 more books.
Facts.
Yeah, I
That's
take the
real confidence
I
right
take
there.
I take the professional way. Appreciate your criticism. You know, we'll review this comment at a later time, and you know, we feel the need to make improvements. We will. Other than that, have a nice day.
I don't know unless I need to go back and look. Outside of you, Tangi, my family, I don't really get like horribly bad like comments. If I do, I think I just delete them. I don't even think.
No, yeah.
I think I just delete them. Because it's the fact that they're just sitting there that kind of can get with your head. I think even when I told you it wasn't negative, like physical comments, I would be worried about. I don't want nobody to tear down something that's super objective. Like, I get if you saying, oh, this is trash. I'm going to let you believe that.
I like it. I don't like.
Yeah.
I go back every once in a while to look at those kind of comments.
Yeah. Remember the little Black Power project joint that Tibbs did,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember on that one there was a specific woman that was pretty much saying that if you guys would comply with the officers, then maybe
Oh
you
yeah,
wouldn't be
yeah.
in
That was one of the
situation-
most ridiculous.
nigga.
But that's why I'm about to say that's white people. No,
I mean,
I'm not gonna say that, but
That
that's a certain
that's
kind
the
of people
privilege.
with that.
That's the
yeah,
privilege.
right?
True.
Right.
But then I came back. I was like, well, you can keep doing you. Like, we're going to continue to try and empower our own because, like, just because it applies to you doesn't mean it applies to everybody else and stuff like that. And she was mentioning she has black people in her family. I was like, no, you don't. You don't have black people in your family. You have privileged people in your family. Because they know you, you're going to have that certain, like, aura around you. They're not going to get touched. We are different. We are more than likely to get touched. So you can keep your opinions to yourself. But, I mean, I was real respectful with it. I was like, you go ahead and keep doing you. But the thing is, like, we've been made into somewhat of a consumer class for well over 450 plus years. So you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. That's not for you to decide what we should be doing. So I actually kept that up. It's still there.
Right.
I have no problem with looking at it because I know these people exist. Doesn't matter. Regardless of if my work shows the shit or not. Like, they're going to exist.
Sure.
And that's where the confidence come in. You got to believe in yourself enough to.
I gotta build that up.
Hey, I tell you this all the time. Like, I just like the heckle, even if it's to me.
Mm-hmm.
I just like saying hecklers. You know what I'm saying? So
Like, I bothered you
yeah,
so much that
So it's like,
you said
yeah,
something.
if I'm on Instagram and I see somebody heckling somebody else, I'ma laugh. But even when somebody's heckling me, I still laugh. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
it's like,
I can see what y'all want. 'Cause I like this YouTuber, and I hope she does still make videos. I don't watch her as much as I used to. I think her name was like Nicole Arbin. She's a white lady. And she used to make, well, according to her comments, if you read them, she's making racist comments or sexist remarks, or she's fat shaming, something shaming. And it's like, if you don't really listen to the content that she's putting out, then, I mean, not even just the fact that she's like, it's probably done, you know, not the way nobody would do it, but the way she does it, like, her point drives home for me. It's funny, it's entertaining. It's not that she's trying to be like, I think one of the videos to better say that would be like, I think she did a video about why us as black people, we want all this respect, but yet we still don't respect each other. And the way she did it was the way she does all her videos. It was a little, you know, out of the box. It was a little just out of character. It was just crazy. But the way she was like, you know, she would say, hey, this is the plus, but this is a negative, and then this is a plus, and this is a plus, but this is a negative. It made sense to me, and she definitely keeps all of her negative comments up. And I was like, yo, the confidence that lady got right there, I want that.
Yeah, understandable. Ain't my cup of tea as far as content, but you know,
Yeah.
not gonna be.
I don't think it's a lot of people's cup of tea based on them comments. But the thing that I laugh about it, and the thing that I'm like laughing at, was y'all saying, she keeps them up there. The videos are still there.
Yeah,
She meant what she said.
yeah. When videos are uploaded, as far as like the podcast stuff, like when I upload them to the little page, it says keep all comments? Yes, show all comments. Like all of them. I don't care about negatives. Like the positives are gonna come regardless. So if you like the content, you like it.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference, quality over quantity. Like we have a lot of stuff. We have so many topics. Pick one.
True.
Facts.
So with that being said, we can like kind of branch off
Yeah.
friendships. Quality over quantity. Which one do you prefer? Having more friends or having quality friends?
Quality friend.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody's gonna say.
Everyone's gonna agree with it.
Heck,
but,
when I was younger, I just wanted one good friend.
but realistically, we're gonna say that. But there are
as a society, people they chase the quantity
exactly.
over quality.
Like honestly, people don't know what quality is in friendships.
They
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
So they believe that quality in friendships is more, I can hang out with this person. They kind of have my views. Like we can go out and drink, smoke, do whatever, have fun,
Right.
and that's where it ends.
Yeah. I
But
don't got
once
that.
shit gets real, then you don't know where they stand.
Right.
So we have a somewhat misconstrued idea of what quality is.
Yeah.
So a lot of people,
and we probably got a difference in opinion. Not me and you, but I'm just saying as a society, and technically what a friend is.
Mhm.
I think for me, like I said, it changed. Like when I was little, I just wanted one friend. I was a little weird. I'm still weird now, but I just wanted one friend. As I got older, I understood the people that had multiple friends. So I thought, oh, I must need to have all these friends. And as I've gotten to the age now, almost about to be 30, I'm like, nah, just the few good ones I got, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
so
And
I-
we're all vastly different.
well, it's good to have a different, like, somewhat variety in friendships. However, having, like we said, like having variety or quality or quantity isn't always the greatest thing.
Right.
So you need people that are more than likely going to help you build. They want to see you do better. They're not going to get jealous when they see you elevate. Like you need people that are going to look at you and say, you're doing something wrong. And you have to be willing to say, you know what, I accept that and I can change because it's going to better me.
Right.
Sure.
Right? So it's all about more than just having the friends. It's accepting the friendship.
So how many of the quality friends that you have now that you're thankful for now that you didn't have, I would say, before then?
I have quite a few. I considering the people that I know now, I can count on a vast majority of the people that I've chosen to be in my inner circle. And
I can honestly, for me, appreciate it. 'Cause my mom was like, and this is her saying, she doesn't say this to me. I don't know if Avery, if you heard it from my mom a few times. She's like, oh, you got to watch who you call your friend. And she says it to me and my brother.
Right.
And we've been in some situations where, damn, my mother was right. God damn it. But, like, I didn't get that until recently. I didn't honestly understand what my mom was saying till, like, I want to say 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
And before then, oh, no, I'm a good friend and they're going to treat me the same way I treat them. Oh, I was wrong. I was delusional.
Mhm.
That is not how that was going.
yeah, that's,
So why do you my bad man cut you off?
you good.
So why do you think cuz like I was saying earlier, I feel like when it comes to females, a lot of society is the way it is because females never grew up either knowing or actually having like genuine friends.
Gossiping. I believe you 100%. Not a lot of females I do honestly believe is that gossip mentality. It's like not even gossip and updoing one another.
Okay.
Just upstaging one another. Like, oh, I got 16 friends, right?
Mhm.
That's nice. Oh, she dressed better than you. That's nice.
Right.
She does this better than you. That's nice. And that don't mean I gotta dislike her, hate her, want to do better than her. But you got a lot of females that weren't taught like that.
Right.
Because
Okay.
a lot of like in what you're mentioning, a lot of this seems more like competition than anything.
Right.
It is. I thought, honestly, you thought that about, I thought that's why a lot of guy friends, like males don't have close bonds like that, and they do. I feel like guys have like, 3-4 good solid best friends that they've grown up with, that they're either still friends with, versus women. We'd be lucky if we can make it to like 10 years.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's different, and we can give a perspective too. I feel like it's different for dudes because it's like we already do things in which we're competing at. So when it comes to like regular life, there's really no need for it. Of course, it still happens, but it's not quite as often as females. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we play video games.
Mm-hmm.
You compete. You know what I'm saying? Like we play sports in real life. We competing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need for me to. We're already like getting that out of our system when we're doing that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
See, that's something I don't think a lot of females had.
Right.
Because it's like, I have mostly all male cousins. So I guess for me, making female friends was more, I'm going to say easier.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it was twice as easy for me to make friends with a guy because I just could relate more.
Right.
Versus when I would make friends with females, I had to go into a side of me that's like, I'm not really into fashion. I'm not really into makeup. But I do play with dogs. Hey, I just got a new Barbie doll. We could talk about that. Versus where guys, it's like, hey, you see that new cartoon, that new show, that game that came out, that sports that came out. But for females, it's like, it's either you were taught to, embrace both sides of stuff that was feminine, stuff that was masculine, or you just straight Barbie dolls, fashion, makeup, cooking, taking care.
Yeah. With
It's
guys,
hard.
With guys, it's way different because it's like I could be in a random area, and if I could step to a basketball court and see somebody shooting around. Yo, can I shoot around with you? And then just that fast, that could be the start of like a bond. You know what I'm saying? Like just something that simple. Like it ain't no, damn, this nigga better than me. Nah,
It's just like throwing the football around and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. It's like you create long-lasting relationships off of the small things.
It'd
like,
be the tiniest things. I made friends when my mom takes me out of the country, and my mom she jokes about this because I can make friends with anybody. I've made friends from people who live in England, Paris. I think it was some other place. Ooh, Lord, I don't want to butcher it. I think the only thing, again, I'm a little weird, and thank God my weirdness makes me just go talk to people. Don't know why it does that. I'll be like, oh my God, like I like your sneakers. Something that small, but it starts a conversation. Oh, y'all playing hockey? I mean, I don't know nothing about no hockey. I don't know nothing about wherever they from, but tell me about it. Because that's the best way I'm going to get to know them. And and again, my ADHD be like, hey, so where you from? What are you into? What you like? And then you start learning that you got stuff in common. But, like, it started because I said I like your tennis shoes.
Right. Yeah. So it just all comes down to finding common people. I'm not a female, so I don't know, like she said, it's
It'd be
just
hard.
how they're raised, or I don't know.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of the people that you see nowadays, it's like they're heavily influenced on what everyone else is saying a friendship should be.
Right.
So it's just a whole bunch of misconstrued information and, like, technically misinformation
Right.
that is just being embedded into you. And you just think this is how it should be when realistically, it should be how you perceive a friendship in your own heart of hearts.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be clear. If I tell y'all how me and one of my long-term best friends became friends, y'all just gonna look at me sideways. She real life told me I'm gonna be her friend, and I was like, but I got a best friend because we was told you can only have one best friend. She said I'm gonna fight your best friend. This is like first grade. I've been friends with this girl since like first grade.
So
Yeah.
your mom told you that, or
Yo,
who told you was allowed to have one best friend? Because I kind of feel like they.
girls.
there's
Let
a-
me.
there's a
I've
call
only
for it.
heard that. I've only heard that from females.
Where'd you grow up? Is a question. Let's find out.
DC, Southeast.
See,
Okay. Yeah.
like a lot of people believe that best is supposed to mean only.
I-
Not
I
the
can
case.
believe that.
Mm.
I can believe that because the friend that I had before her, good friend.
But
The
that's
friend that I got now, I definitely didn't. You know how I'm telling y'all how we became friends. I don't think I realized, and she probably will kill me if she ever hears this. I told her, yo, that was wrong, and I should have stood up for the person who was my friend, and I didn't.
yeah. I feel
And I
like,
think I learned so much from that moment after I realized, yo, that was wrong.
I feel like females need to also like upgrade from for the terminology as well, because I kind of feel like when I got older, and that's why I stopped using like best friend. It's because that tends to like, of course, you might have a best friend, somebody you could depend on more than others.
Yeah.
But what it does is like I also see that could create disdain between you and the others as well.
Yeah, because
That you hang out with them more than you hang out with us mentality. Oh,
Or
I've gotten that.
not
Plenty.
necessarily.
Or just like I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we could be hanging out. Us three right here could be hanging out the equal amount of time. I could spend 3 days with Mike. I could spend 3 days with you, and then I'm by myself the seventh day. But out of nowhere, I'm calling Mike my best friend. And then you be like, well, damn, I hang out with him just as much. I do just as much for him. Or, you know, we do
Well,
just
that goes
how's
back
he the best
into
friend?
that goes back into competing, and that goes back into
Right.
that quality of that friend. If you think the only quality you bring to that friendship is that I'm there for you, nothing
Well,
else.
no, not even that. I'm just saying, like, it's times where it's like you could be doing the same amount of things for somebody as somebody else. But because I say, like, yo, Mike's my best friend, and I didn't say that for you, now you got a problem. You know what I mean? So that's, and guys over time have automatically, somehow, some way, they've raised above that, because that's when the whole, oh, that's my bro. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then you got niggas that got 20-something bro. I call everybody bro. You know what I mean?
Yo,
it's
so that I can agree with you, because again, it goes back to the quality, because of we just informed him, like, I don't have this. So I think I had a core group of 4 or 5 of us, 5 close best friends, and again, I told you we're all different.
Here's my 5.
I had
Maybe
friends
6. About
outside
5.
of that, and I witnessed one of my friends tell my other friend she couldn't have no friends outside the group, and I'm like, why not? I clearly got friends. Like, y'all are my school friends. Like, I got friends that's in the neighborhood. I got friends from back in Baltimore. I got, like, what you mean she can't have more than one friend, like, outside? Like,
Yeah.
what? And again, hanging out with guys, I don't hear that.
Because
I'm not saying it don't happen, but I don't hear it.
it's because we're not trying to dictate anything.
Yeah.
Like-
But for me, I had both. Like, coming into high school, I had a set of neighborhood friends, and then I had a set of, like, you know, bros at school.
Yeah.
But once you realize some things, which guys tend to realize, you're better off in bigger numbers than lesser numbers, I quickly integrated both groups.
Mhm.
So I would start to bring the bros from school around the way. Or we would go out to, like, different malls, and I'd be like, yo, this such and such, you know what I'm saying? Such and such, me such, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody get whatever y'all got with me, get with each other too.
Yeah.
That didn't create no type of beef.
No.
At
Why?
all?
Why would it create beef if we're pretty much introducing
I'm trying to
each
tell
other?
y'all, it's that quality over the quantity.
Like,
I'm trying to tell y'all.
the ability
It's
to
a
create
difference.
friendships is different than what it is for a woman than it is for a man. Because men, like, we're more endearing towards each other. Like, we're not catty.
True.
Yeah. Like I told you, the competitions come from, like, the game.
I never even understood where it came from. Like, because when I tell y'all this, like, again, you can only have one best friend. I think I had another friend tell me, oh, if you hang out with so-and-so because I don't like so-and-so, you don't like so-and-so. I'm like, but damn, they ain't do shit
But
to me.
That happens with
Yeah,
males,
that,
too.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
happens.
But that's what I'm saying. But no, but again, I think y'all handle some of y'all handle that way better than females do, and most females, in the sense of, I'm not about to now be mad at you or judge you based off who you hang with, because some females have that's happened to me, and I've seen it happen to other girls. Where I'm just like, damn, they didn't even deserve that. Like, they didn't do nothing to you. Just because you don't like that person, don't make somebody else not hang out with somebody.
Well,
And it goes back into that controlling thing. Like, it really be a sense of control. And then when you start to realize that that person doesn't care about you growing, about you maturing, about you bettering yourself, if they not doing it, you not doing it. If you doing it and they not doing it, then you think you better than somebody.
Yeah, that's like
You changing.
That's general society right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, feeling as though you're better than somebody, that's just normal, like, narcissistic behavior.
Yeah.
Yo,
I kind of put a lot of that blame on female. Like, the statement, I can make this statement. If it wasn't for, well, let's just take the DMV area. If it wasn't for, like, neighborhoods having beef with each other, there will almost be no disdain between males in this area at all.
Yeah, more than likely.
That's the driving force behind a lot of the problems that go on in the area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, females, it could be, I've seen it myself, it could be females, like, in one neighborhood beefing with each other.
I
Guys,
never
too.
understood that. I never understood that.
Yeah. You remember when we were younger. You remember, like, how,
God.
you
I
remember
used
when
to
we were
I
younger,
used to
like,
never understood this. How
like,
do you beef across a highway?
they
How do
used to
you
be-
beef and you
they
live
used to
across the
be-
street from each other?
be
Like,
best friends, and the next thing you know, everybody's, oh, you know,
oh,
such
you
and
hung
such.
out with so and
such
so.
and
We ain't
such
cool
this,
no
and
more. I
yeah.
can't hang out with you no more.
So, it's
But
just,
no, to drive home on that about females not being friends and me having to lose those friends, and like to tie in what you say, it was a mixture of that. I realized these people did not have my wholehearted best interest at heart, because if it didn't line up with theirs, then it's like, so why are you friends with me? Like, if you really secretly feel some type of way, like, and I would say it to the sense of, I'm that friend, and I'm not going to tell you who you can't hang out with. If you know, out here robbing and stabbing and killing people, I mean, I'm not into it,
Right.
but I'm not going. It's my homegirl. Like, she a little crazy. I don't
definitely
condone.
want to be friends with nobody like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you may not tell everybody, but you, damn it.
Nah, I don't give a fuck who you are.
I've been friends with people like that, but it's like, at your best interest, you gotta kind of
You back away eventually
yeah,
when
keep
you
a-
realize you're gonna get caught up in one day.
keep a distance, because it's like other stuff comes into play. Like once you start having kids, and you're kind of building towards a more conventional future, versus the other person just kind of doing what they're doing, and it's going to catch up eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of separate yourself, but it don't be nothing where it's like,
They forced your hand. I've had friends force my hand.
I'm not even gonna say force your hand, because then you don't want to create the thing you want to do is to try your best not to create any problems.
Yeah,
which is
that's
very possible.
I get that.
Right.
Like, don't try and egg on a situation to where
Like I'm not gonna walk up to you and be like, Mike, you out here doing this and that, Slim. I can't fuck with you,
Yeah,
bro. You're a killer.
exactly.
You might kill like that would ground you means to like damn. I
Well,
should
that's
kill
a
this.
natural separation.
No, it's not.
No,
If,
not
no,
with-
I'm
not
not.
with people
Not
like
in that
that.
'Cause it's
sense. Not in that
'cause
sense.
it's
I'm saying
cause-
eventually.
It's cause and effect, and we just talked about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of like eventually, if somebody is living that lifestyle and you not living that lifestyle, you eventually just drift apart.
Of course, you can drift
Yeah,
apart, but
yeah.
don't just go in their face and just say,
Oh yeah, no,
I don't fuck
no.
with you."
I agree. I agree
Like,
with that.
don't create needless animosity.
Right.
Okay, so going back to the difference between male and females do that.
Okay.
Right. Which is why
blatantly be like, hey, I know this is not your character, but I'm definitely about to accuse you of something that I know ain't really you, to make this problem worse, because I got beef with you that you're not even aware of.
Yeah, because what you want to do is like, if he decides that, and not because of you, but if he decides that one day he does want to change his life, now you still have that avenue of, damn, we was cool, with a good head on his shoulders. He all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus like you doing it, but because I told you what I told you, that ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, I'm more than willing to help people along if they're willing to do the work to get to the next level. Like that I can do. But with people like that, you have to do it at a distance.
Right.
So there's a big difference between like being directly engaged with their entire life and just playing the background and trying your best to ease them out of it.
Oh, okay.
So with
That makes
females,
sense.
I tend to see that they are famous for burning bridges.
Speaking
Yeah.
of burning bridges, since you asked me about this person earlier, that's kind of what happened with me and my friend Charmaine. She was going through a really traumatic moment in her life, and it just caused a shift in her personality. Stuff that I knew was not normally her was happening. I'm like, okay, I want to be a friend. I don't want to just leave her, because clearly she needs somebody that's going to help her out. But it got to the point where I couldn't help out no more without seeing that help coming back in. Like, you're not helping yourself, and I'm getting to the point where I'm burnt out and stressed out. And this ain't my problem. This ain't my issue. Hell, it ain't got shit to do with me. To the point where I had to take several steps back, to the point where I don't think we talked for like, 3 years? 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
And you asked me about it, and she's doing good. Like, I missed her. Like, and oddly enough, so speaking about people coming back, she hit me up and was like, hey, was I a good friend? And I had to be like, yo, no. After a while, it was just bad. And I didn't want to be as blunt, but I've been blunt with her our entire friendship. And I was like, yo, no. Like, I still love you, still respect you, still like everything, but like what the shit was going on wasn't cool. I couldn't, like, it was affecting me, and it wasn't my issue. I think I came to Ave like several times on a break of about to just break down. It wasn't my issue.
Yeah.
And then I just cut off another friend who told me I wasn't being a good friend. And after I just went through hell and back for a situation that wasn't mine, I would have done the same thing for her. But that fighting mentality, you did this for such and such, but when it come to me, like, now you just coming with my character, and it's coming out of pocket. I don't know where none of this animosity you had towards me built up.
And that's what I was just saying. Like the comparison thing, that creates so much. that's quick like animosity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like firework animosity. Like, cause I done seen it so many times where it's like, damn, bro, damn, every time such and such asks you, you know, you jump over the moon. But then as soon as I say something, you ain't never got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when it's just like, but it's still kind of not as bad for males.
No, because I had another
least not
female,
us.
a friend do the same thing. And honestly, she wasn't wrong. Let me be clear. She wasn't wrong. When it came to her calling me out about it, she wasn't wrong. And that's the same friend I told you I've been friends with since like kindergarten. And it wasn't just that, oh, for these group of friends, I was bending over backwards. It's just one, they're closer to me. I see them every other day. We do share similar interests. Me and my friend, we've been friends since kindergarten, but it wasn't something I wouldn't have not done for her. But if, I'm already helping all these other people and shit just keeps fucking up on that end, I can't help you out but so much. I can't do for you but for so much. And I had to be like, yo, unfortunately, I apologize. Like, that is wrong, but it's like, it happened. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I wish it. No, it happened. You're right. Like, we good or not? Because it was just like, I respected her judgment. She was like, yo, I got to back away from you. We can't be friends. I was like, okay. Let me be clear. That lasted for all of maybe like 2 months. And she was like, what you doing?
Oh, yeah.
And again, I would take the quality of that versus someone coming at me sideways and they did wrong. Don't say what I'm saying as a sense of, oh, I'm not going to try to fix it. I'm not going to try to mediate that. But if you come at me and you just, it's all me and you ain't got no play in that, no.
Yeah.
I just got to walk away.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I mean,
Miss them, but like, I lied. I don't want her to hear this and think I do. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's with us, it's just like I can be without talking to. I can go without talking to people for a very lengthy amount of time, but that doesn't take away from the friendship in general. I've had friendships with females I haven't talked to in years. I probably see them right now, and it'll probably be the same energy, because I never gave them anything else than genuine. Like, that was it. And like, when you are with me, as far as like a friend is concerned, it's just like you're getting me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn how you perceive it. You're gonna get me, and I'm gonna come off as like really nice, but at the same time, I can also be the blunt friend that's gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear, and not coddle you with lies so you can feel better about yourself.
Ditto.
It's too many of those. We don't need no more of those.
Yeah, which
But,
is
but
another.
That, but that's what you really need, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just that affects both the men and female.
Yeah.
So
That's accurate.
Being accountable.
yeah, a lack of accountability kind of it destroys both sides of the spectrum.
That breeds more toxic friendships
Mhm.
and people and qualities.
And those be like artificial friendships.
Exactly.
Like,
But no, that's your homeboy. You got his back no matter what. Nah,
Well,
that's your
once
homegirl. She out here doing hella foul, but you covering for her still.
Those are the people that once you grow up, you already know who they are, and you stop like dealing with them.
yeah.
But some people don't grow up, so
Which
they
is-
can't get past that.
which is the huge problem. Like we've been, like I say it all the time, we've been like such a blessed situation where it's like we've known each other since we were kids, and everybody for the most part is still the same. We grew up, but everybody has the mentality to always strive to be better. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we had genuine friendships.
Yep.
So it's like, even if we do argue or even if we do have differences, it's not going to be nothing that's going to be like, yo, nah, I just can't fuck with cuz no more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, nah, we need to figure out a way where everybody can reach a common ground, and then we can get back to, laughing and joking and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, we make an adamant decision. Like, we just say, I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
Or we both come together and say, we need to talk this out.
Right.
Like, that mediation is a necessity.
Yeah.
Within males. I know some females do it, but it's just like, it's not
It's not
as likely.
shown.
It's not a lot of communication. Like,
No, truthfully, to be told, I think I've seen more men be like, "Oh yeah, we amicably came together," and it's visible. But
No, that's what I'm
when
saying.
they
But
say
if it-
females reconcile, I've never actually seen that publicly. No.
Well, for me, what I've seen is what you said earlier. Females that go a long time without talking to each other, and then one that just pop up, "Hey, girl," you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they'll try to like move on without fixing what just exploded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you do that, only thing that's gonna happen is something else is gonna explode.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? Like you have to come to a common ground. Cause going forward, I get it. I might be different than Mike. He might like doing things one way that's not comfortable for me. But that's what life is. There's a common ground somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, more than likely, we're gonna have moments where, he's gonna brush me the wrong way. Pause. But more than likely, definitely pause. But,
Y'all know how I feel about this.
Hey, we're gonna have moments where we're gonna possibly butt heads on something.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we know that we're not the same person. So obviously, we're gonna have those moments.
Right.
Okay, so I can agree with that. So my sense would be full out. My because I said this before we started. The reason I appreciate my best friend now, shout out to Tangi, is because she basically taught me we can go. I think when she moved, we can go 4 months to almost a year not talking. I don't think she just ditched me. I don't think she got new friends. Hell, I'd hope it's a reverse. In my mind, I'm like, damn, is she good? Is she straight? She working on herself? Was she I hope she good. So the second I think we reached out was, what's been going on? Like, I just need the rundown. Give me all the tea. And it's just like, I appreciate that because it's not where you been. You could phones work 2 ways. Like, it was none of that. I can also say she taught me, and I think you remember this. We got into a huge disagreement to the point where I thought we weren't going to be friends. Where she believed something that someone said I said about her. Or she didn't appreciate the way I was living my life at the way. At the time, I might have been mad, but I think I told Abe, I appreciate the fact that she cared enough to be 100 with me. She didn't hide it. It didn't come out years later. The way I think she saw me made me upset, but that made me check myself. That means, hey, the way you out here presenting yourself ain't right. That's not representing who you are.
Right.
And she did it in a way where I may not have understood it then, but as we've grown up, she never let off of it. Hey, I'm keep checking you on this. I'm going to keep checking you, and I appreciate that. It made me realize, okay, you may not like what she's saying, but you might need to hear that. And it made me appreciate that when I heard it from Avery or any of my other friends. It made me realize, okay, I'm not going to always get along, and I'm not going to always agree with everything they do. I'm not going to know everything. I'm not going to be around for moments. Like, I think I missed one of her family members passed away, and I couldn't be there for her. And instead of her being upset or being mad, she was like, yo, I just needed that moment to be alone anyway. Like, I know you. I know your heart. I know you ain't missing out nothing. You ain't saying nothing, not because of no malice or no nothing. Like, you didn't care. If you could have been there, reached out or did anything, you would have done it.
Yeah, that sounds like a person who's grown up.
Right.
And I can honestly say, if everything I'm saying about her, vice versa. Like, I got it from her. I have multiple other female friends who I could say, again, I brought up Kayla. Kayla and my friend Dayron. They both got married, got kids, got babies. And I'm supposed to be a godparent, but I'm going to say this out loud. I'm not the best godparent because I don't know them kids. I want to, but I don't know them kids.
Well, Kayla's too low key.
No, and it's not in a maliceable sense that it's in a sense of it's like, I know they taken care of. So I'm not, I'm supposed to be a godparent. No, like, I'm okay that them kids don't know me. Like, they're good.
But she still disappears for awfully long periods of time.
It's like, honestly, I think we've all tried to reach out, but again, I understand that they got kids, they married, they got stuff that I'm not gonna say that our friendship don't matter, but like, it don't matter compared to like them living their life. Like, I'm not about to be mad, jealous, or hateful of that. And again, going back to, you got some females that, nah, we don't talk and hang out. Why you all up under your, nah, I can't do any of that.
Well, that would be, to me, that would be circumstantial. Like,
but you got a lot of females that don't see it that way.
Yeah, like, I got plenty of friends that live out of state that got families and stuff like that, but you still can keep like a rapport. You know what I mean? Now if a nigga just fall off the face of the earth for like 2-3 years, and then pop, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's good?
Yo.
Then I'd be like, we could we'll chat it up and be like, yeah, stop being a stranger, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and then
that's my line. I'm
and-
gonna start texting you more. I never do.
yeah, and then they disappear for like another 2 years, and it's just
Yeah.
like, all right, well, I wouldn't classify that as like a friend at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of things.
I feel attacked. Cause that'd be me.
I mean, yeah, but
Cause
when
I
we
could talk
had
to Avery like every day consistently for like 1 week, and then we can go a whole month or two without talking. And he'd be like, "Yo, what were you up to?" And I'd be like, "Nothing. I just forgot. I just don't reach out. I'll be having nothing going on."
yeah, so it'd be situations where it's like because a lot of things that I think people miss is the friendship. It takes work too.
Mhm.
A lot of people really just keen on putting in extra work into their relationship.
That makes sense.
But
That's
the friends-
technically- a relationship is many different things. You're not don't just key on relationship being you're with a person.
So would you say that same thing for relationships?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
missed
I'm just
it.
saying, just don't key on. Just don't key on relationships as just being.
Yeah, because a person is like they'll do the utmost everything for their significant other, but you got to remember like that's how you keep friendship strong too. You have to put in effort for those too. Like as much as we like the pleasure, like how we say like we can go a month without talking, and then if you see that person, it'll pick right back up. To what it was. But at the same time, if you continue to do that, then it's just like, hey, well, we kind of fell off. We ain't really this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't really this and that. Like, 2 years. If you've been gone for 2 years, yeah, Mike, what's good, young man? Hey, we going to chop it up. But it ain't going to be like how it was.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like that's to be expected though.
Yeah.
Because it's different types of friendships out there. Like there are those friendships.
Secretly, me and Tangi are like lovers.
All right, too much information.
I'm trying to tell you, that's the type of friendships out here. That's
Yeah,
if she wasn't a chick.
Which is another thing that's running rampant in the female
yeah, bro.
society.
Hey, let me be clear. Sometimes it is not a female's fault that her best relationship be with her best friend.
I think it is a female's fault, but
Yeah,
That's
that is-
not. That is not.
'Cause, like,
Let me
a
be
lot of
clear.
the-
That's
no,
the
a
best
lot of the
relationship
times-
I got ever going right now.
Like sometimes like if a woman has a really close relationship with her friend, then she's gonna take her side over the man that she says she loves. So
Okay,
if
no,
there-
it's not like that. I see your
Okay.
point. Okay.
yeah, so there's a possibility of that being somewhat like them being
I've
somewhat
seen that
combative.
though, but I've seen that with a male relationship over females.
I mean, it happens in both.
Yeah.
So, but it's more than likely with a man in general. Like if he likes the female that you talking to, that's when that's gonna happen.
He has to see the extra potential in a female for her to be like put on that pedestal. If he feels like he's just in just another relationship, air quotes,
Yeah,
That makes
then
sense.
then his bros are always, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, they're gonna inject themselves.
right, and it's just gonna be like, yo,
That makes sense.
yeah. So it has to be like, damn, I might can marry this joke, or wow, I can see us becoming good business partners. I can see us doing this together. Like he has to have that vision. If he has a vision and he's solo in the vision, then he's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just, I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Like I can definitely see the quality and all that.
It's a lot of different aspects that go into it for real. What? Because men like it's kind of like cut and dry a lot of the times
Yeah,
with like what he was saying. Like it just depends on the person, honestly. Because there are some friends that's just like, just because he with a girl and he ain't gonna hang out with me, all right, I'm gonna fuck that up. Like those are the rare occasions. Like there are some weak men out there that are like that,
That's weird.
but
That
there
is
are
weird.
the ones that's just like, she should have been with me. Those are also out there.
and then
Again, weird.
and P.S. They're mad annoying.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Those
so.
sound like some hella fake friends.
Yeah, that's why you gotta distance yourself and put the people around you that's worthwhile.
So what would you say would be your quality over quantity for friendships in relationships?
Genuine. Be you. Like if you're a horrible person, be that. don't
Facts.
let me know ahead of time so I know not to deal with you.
Or
Yeah,
how,
I say facts.
Or just how to deal with you.
Yeah.
Because we
Like
don't
arm's
have to,
length. Arm's length.
Yeah, because like when you live in this kind of area, it's like depending on what your activities is outside, you're going to be around bad people.
Exactly.
You know, if I decide I want to go play basketball, and it's 100 niggas at the court, everybody up there isn't the saint. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, so it's like it's just depending on how you choose to deal with people. Like,
So what would yours be?
as far as what?
Your quality over quantity when it comes to friends relationship. His is genuine. That's dope.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of genuine quality friendships. You know what I'm saying? People now, because of social media, people might misconstrue it and think there's just a bunch of other shit going on with it. But as far as like keeping a tight, close-knit circle, you know, in my personal life, yeah, there's definitely I've been, like I say all the time, I've just been blessed and in a fortunate situation where you could just kind of build and hold on to things with like-minded people. You know what I mean? And then by us starting these businesses and these platforms and stuff like that, they also double as a foundation for you to get off, you know, get your stuff off the ground. Because people look at that. When they do business with you, they look and be like, yo, he's well liked by a lot of people. Or, you know, he works with a lot of females, so I know he's not going to be on no silly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so technically, you just want them to be like-minded, and realistically, as far as friendships are concerned, you just want
you don't have to be like-minded. Well,
no, for you personally.
I'll say
Because
like-minded
if his
in the
is
sense
genuine, if his is
like-minded
genuine,
in the sense of being real.
Yeah, like-minded, goal-oriented, real. Like that's
Yeah, I'll just take the real. Like, it's like you said, like,
I like both of y'all, but I'm going with growth. Just because some personal struggles, I'm going with growth. Like my genuine thing with me, I guess growth.
yeah. But I feel
But
like
y'all say it plus growth.
I wouldn't not be somebody's friend because they don't seem goal oriented.
Okay.
Because everybody's not striving to do something. Like I gotta think if let's say your situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you don't do the film writing, you don't do like the poetry and all that kind of stuff. You already got your car, you already got your house, you already got kids and shit like that. You kind of living the quote unquote American dream.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really striving for nothing. So I'm not gonna be like, damn, Mike ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with him. Nah, I wouldn't be like that. That's why I wouldn't count. I like growth, but I wouldn't say that's like, it's not a deal breaker.
But no, okay. I mean, growth not just in like opportunities, just growth in spirituality, self, life, person, everything.
Because everybody not.
Because you can have all that and still want more in yourself, I would hope.
But he also can be complacent because that's getting what he has. That's blood, sweat, and tears right there.
True.
Like we know how hard it is for people to get a house, how hard it is for people to buy a car. So that might be his bucket list. Damn, I done it. Now I coast to the finish line. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool with me. As long as he's real, that's cool.
But
Like,
that's why I said, okay, I'm saying growth, but I'm saying what y'all saying as well.
Yeah.
I would need a little bit of all that.
I just want you to be real. Like I forgot I don't know if it was one of them black TV, I don't know, Family Matters, one of them old sitcom shows where they give you the little fake life lessons at the end of the little show.
Yeah.
Might have been Bill Cosby, even though he on some wild stuff. But whoever it was said, like, you can never blame a person for who they are. You just got to blame yourself for how you deal with them. And that kind of stick with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, whoever you are, just be who you are. And then it's up to me on how I deal with you.
All right, that's facts.
Like, if I know you out here stabbing niggas and shit, I can't just be like, yo, bro, let's go over here. We're going to be by ourselves for a little while. You know what I'm saying? You might stab me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that's me giving you the perfect opportunity to stab me. That's on me. Man, bro, I ain't got nothing to eat. All I got in here is a bunch of knives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so that's, nah,
I can take it.
Man, just be real.
So like I said, so to round that all up, I like the good quality of friends that I have.
Yeah.
I miss the friends I don't have in the sense of like the good times and everything,
Mhm.
but the quality, the most person I talk to the most is Tangi. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I like a couple of your quality friends too. Just gonna throw
Everybody
that out there.
does.
Oh man, there you go.
I know.
Yeah. Murray's used to it by now. This is like
Well, when I say I'm used to it,
I've been harassing her.
at least I know I
Yeah.
have good friends. That's
Hide
like
Tanzania. Hide her. Hide her.
gotta hide my friends,
No,
hide my mom.
Tangi is cool. She doesn't have to be hid. I don't think Tangi wants to be hid. She might want me to catch her. I don't know.
I
Oh,
need Tangi to
God.
stay where she is. Again, that's growth thing for
Oh, yeah,
me.
she in Atlanta, right?
Yep.
And I just had a friend move to Atlanta too. Oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
that's what. Okay, wait. I know because we're doing this on quality and quantity. Is Atlanta really all that is? What it's about to be? Is the quality of life there that much better than being here?
The housing situations there are
Yeah, they-
definitely
Aside from that, because they said the wages there is different. That's wages. I mean, the quality of life. Say the houses and stuff were the same here.
I'm gonna say.
Would anybody move there?
I'm gonna say on the technicality, yeah, because they have the perception. And I kind of feel like that plays big into everything.
yeah,
So it's based. So Atlanta is California now, and New York.
Well, it's
they have
the black
more
Hollywood.
opportunities for
The black Hollywood is what they call it.
Yeah,
I believe that.
It has a lot more opportunities for people that look like us. However, not all of them are always good opportunities,
Facts.
but opportunities nonetheless.
You
So-
just took this into like the best. I hate the quality of shows that they produce. I really do. I don't watch not one of them.
I do.
I mean, now let's like ATL that was made by what was that?
That's,
Donald Glover. Was
Yeah,
that John?
Gambino.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched
The
it,
Gambino.
but I will give it a chance.
But he's not a. Ain't he from like Chicago or something?
No, he's from Atlanta.
No. Okay, let me explain. The reason I say I can't watch a lot of the content that they put out, because to me it's not good quality. It's like it's the same story that they've already told over there in California. And
I mean,
it's
that.
we
that's
get
a,
that we live a hood tragic life, but
that's
that's
a-
not
that's
what
a-
I want to watch all
That's
the
an industry.
time.
That's an industry thing. I
Yeah.
wouldn't blame Atlanta for that. That's.
But you know, they
They're
got
trying
all
to-
the best people there, though.
But they have all
Do
the wrong
better.
people there too.
They're trying to. The
Do
people.
better.
The people that pull the strings. They're trying to. They're going to do what makes money.
It's tired and played out.
They have no choice but to do so because the masses are gonna eat it up.
Right.
Oh,
You might
we
be
need to
tired
stop.
of it.
Yo, no, I can. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
My one view don't matter. It don't matter because I just got done talking to not even a black person. It was a white person, and we were talking about the quality of the shows that come out now that either has us being black people being represented. I'm like, yo, as a black woman, I'm not catty, I'm not bitchy, I'm not whiny, I'm not any of that. But that's all I see.
Right.
And then if I want to say, oh, well, they put out shows where we're entrepreneurs, we're this, that, like, yeah, but they're all bitter, single, looking for something, or they're so righteous in their thing that now they just unapproachable.
Yeah, they
Right.
tried that with Empire and what they made.
Yeah, because what they're doing, they're trying to influence. Well, they're not trying because they are doing it. They're influencing the females to pick up on those ways.
And then this is me because everyone know this. I don't like how they portray black people in general. It's not just the women. Not every black man is out here trying to be a new rapper, the new drug dealer. Like the stories are played out. Not every black man is cheating on their wife.
They play it out to you.
Yeah,
Because
They-
it's just
as long
not
as-
happening like
as long
that.
as they win, as long as they drop a movie.
I
and-
want a
and
movie.
it's
I want a
breaking-
movie, a TV show where the couple ain't got no problems. I just take one good one.
You saw how well Snowfall did, and that's a more recent television show
Yeah,
about drugs. I never watched it, not a single episode.
All I'm gonna say is all the channels that play like those feel good sitcoms like Family Matters and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
like
Those
My
channels-
Wife and Kids and
Those
shit
channels
like
don't even
that.
exist no more.
They don't.
I'll take,
Like,
I'll take
that-
all of those shows over the stuff they come out with now.
Yeah,
That's you though.
they even do shit like that on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Like the
Which-
kids want to be rappers and shit. Like
Don't get me
Even though I
started
like-
on that.
Even though I like that
Don't
show, even though
no.
because when we
What is
brought
it,
up,
Little Dylan, whatever?
that
no.
show, that's a great show. By the
No.
way, I'm just gonna throw that. When you said you don't like what comes out in Atlanta, that was gonna be the one show I threw out there. Tyler Perry's Young Dylan. I like that. I like that show.
That's
know.
what that should be called. Tyler Perry's
It is. That's what it's called.
Nation.
like
What
Not even
the-
the studio. It's Nation.
I
He
haven't-
got like the whole list on lock.
bruh.
He does. I would as long as it ain't on that Medea stage play, fake Broadway type shit, I would fuck with Tyler Perry. But it just
I
can't be
can't.
with.
I
it just
used
can't
to
be with
say that until all the content he produced, even the ones for women, I don't always like how they're portrayed.
Yeah.
His portrayal of how women are is more like when they're down bad, they have to hit absolutely rock bottom and seem as though they need to be saved for some reason.
By everybody, anybody. It don't.
got a little
It
truth- got a
don't
little
always
truth
got to
to
be
it.
the dude. It can be their friend, their mama, the Lord. And I'm just like, damn. Can they just be good? Can
Yeah.
they just be good?
And then the more successful women are normally the ones that are just being put down by the people who are
You're a
like just like
workaholic.
when he had Jill Scott casting in his movie, and then she was getting put down by her husband because she was bigger. Even though
Right.
Jill Scott, oh my God, that's my
That's a sexy
wife
woman
right
right
there.
there.
Right there. That's my wife.
She all right. Well, all right.
Don't disrespect my wife. Still, there was issues with that I had with that. I never even watched the whole thing, but it's just like every single movie that was put out by him was like it seemed like a copy and pasted.
Oh yeah, well,
concept.
yeah, well, it is. With him, I like the stuff that he has a hand in, but it's not technically his stuff. But
Like?
I feel like he does. I forget, because then I would be switching over to Hollywood and not Atlanta. But it's like it's two movies. Because one of them, he starred in one of the movies, and everybody, I don't know if you remember, but everybody's giving him flack because they was like this whole time he been like Medea, and he been like these silly characters,
Is it
and
the
then he
little,
tried.
what was it the action movie he wanted to be in?
I think he was in it though. He in like
Yeah.
whatever that joint is. That joint was it's all right. If it was anybody other than him, everybody would have been on that movie. But because it was him, it's like, yo, we used to this and this and that. I mean, I feel like he's decent.
No, I need him to come out
I
with
feel
one
like
good
Atlanta
show
just
where
needs
the
more
couple ain't abusive to each other. They not fighting.
Atlanta just needs more variety.
Yeah, that's one thing that they lack is variety. It's more like
Yeah.
cut and dry. You get this or you get this. That's
Yeah.
all you
I can
get.
be specific because half the shows that he has, and let me be clear, they promote all of them.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch, what is it? I think it's the show called Oval Office. Immediately pissed that it's another white woman, or no, correction, white man with a black woman who, yeah, they're a powerful couple, hate each other. She's vindictive. She's manipulative. She's dark skinned.
Okay.
And it's just like, yo, you did this already. We had this already. I'm over this.
But
And then the kids are all fucked up.
but it's still successful.
Because it worked on his last 3 shows. That's literally the
Right.
premise of 3 different shows.
Because he know, like I'm gonna let you know, like he works on a specific formula. He knows what works.
It shouldn't work. I guess that's what I'm saying too. It
We're-
shouldn't work.
Well,
When
you're,
do
you're
we?
You're tired of it now, but it worked.
Audiences-
It worked with you for a period too, though.
Yeah.
It
No,
worked.
it's like, okay,
It just-
no, it worked when he was telling us. Oh, I'm telling stories. Okay, but this ain't every black person's story. How can we
Yeah,
get the
that's not
white
gonna-
people shows or
that's not
the
gonna-
Mexican people shows where there's a happy family home? None of them are getting divorced. Nobody's
Because that's
super
what seems-
sexualized or super stupid.
That's,
And
because that seems pretty.
that makes
seems
just as
more
much
normal.
money.
Technically, that's the normal perception of them, and this is the normal perception of us. Like
Yeah.
if everybody would stop supporting it, and if everybody wasn't out here on social media, like 90% of the females being arrogant, standoffish, then you could rebel against stuff like that.
Yeah,
But because it resembles a lot of what's really going on, and then people attracted to drama anyway.
Yeah. It's the formula.
Right.
Like,
It's a horrible formula.
It's a horrible formula, but they built it that way. It's not necessarily built by Tyler Perry, but he's a part of the formula. Like
I mean, okay.
they
I
already
can understand.
they already have the idea,
I wouldn't say he's a part of the formula. He's just using the formula to get money.
which is also being a part of the formula. Like
Alright,
if you don't want to be a part of the formula,
No,
you do it.
I can agree with both of y'all on that because I said the same thing about both Black Ink Crew shows.
I didn't watch that shit either.
No, I watched that.
I can't watch any of
I
them.
don't
I
watch-
said, like, honestly, and this is no respect to the people, the artists that are, they're artists at the end of the day. I would never go to them. I'm afraid I'm going to be robbed, murdered, or stabbed at your store or cussed out.
All I know is they do tattoos. I never seen that
Yeah,
episode.
nah.
Let me be clear. Out of the entire show, I've never seen them actually tattoo anyone. It's always focused on the drama. Like, if they're about to tattoo, some shit pop off.
That's because that's what the show is supposed to be about. It's not about them doing tattoos.
I thought that's what it was about.
That wouldn't last long at all.
It didn't last long. The first episode was literally about tattoos. It was supposed to. The premise of this was to get everybody off of. I cannot think of the guy's name, but he has a show on I think VH1 or one of them networks where they actually talk about tattoos. They have people come in. They tell their little stories about why they want to get the tattoos. You actually see them tattoo. I don't know shit about that man's life, his coworkers' lives. All the appointments are on time.
Yeah, I mean,
No drama, and I love it. That show's been on for years. No drama. White people. Why we can't do that as black people?
because that's what
Show us in the
sells to
light.
us.
But
Right.
show the light that you complain that you want.
They don't care. Like
That's
that's
that-
what you're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
getting.
That's
Tyler Perry
horrible.
doesn't care. Like, and
I can
We
almost
had-
agree, and I love Tyler Perry because he's given platforms to people and jobs to people. That's beautiful, but like
when we did
the quality of it is
when we did the
horrible.
podcast, and I was telling like Cortez and Mark, which is the same thing I'm about to tell her, is like you're using your mentality in a business situation, and that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like for him, his job is to make money. That's
True.
it. That's it. That's all. Like
True.
he's not in the back of his mind. He might be thinking it, but once he looks at his phone and it says, "Yo, $2 million just been direct deposited into your account," I'm pretty sure. All right, let's get another one of these dramas out. You know what I'm saying? Like that. His
That's
job is to
sad.
make money. Once you get to that level, and you're either going to be like, I'm gonna go against the grain, or I'm gonna be with the grain. Once you make a decision, that's what you are.
So that quantity beats that quality.
Yeah, it's because
That's
they
sad.
don't look at humans the way that you do.
Right.
They look at us as
Consumers.
Yes, consumers and investments.
Right.
That's true.
That's it.
You're
Sad
looking
but
at it.
true.
You're looking at it from your own perspective, and you gotta.
I guess okay. As a consumer, I'm just looking at it as like I would, and I know I'm not alone in that. It's just I would like something more and something different.
Yeah, you would like it, but in
Like we're
order-
not gonna ever get it, but like
You can get it. The thing is,
well,
like,
no. See, in a sense of I meant from my own people.
No, you can get it. It's the
I'm waiting.
the thing is, like, we have to people have to
I'm
collectively
waiting.
come together and say we don't want anymore.
and,
No,
that,
so-
and
you know
that's
what?
the problem is.
It's not even that. I'll take y'all's podcast. There are a lot more active podcasts that I watch over TV shows. That's
mean,
the
that
best
might
way
be-
I'm getting it.
That might be one thing, but it's like
I'll take that.
business wise.
Because even like coming out of Atlanta, like I said, there's some great black content creators who create stuff that's different. The stuff that I would like to see. Is it in Hollywood? Is it on that level? No. Could it be? And should it be? Yes.
but it's not because that's not what Hollywood and them is promoting.
Okay, so
Like,
I'll take my
everything's-
quality.
Yeah,
Where I can
everything's
get
going to
it.
revolve back around to the machine and what they choose to push and not push. What's going to make them money? That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all.
They're gonna continue to push the quantity because it's perceived as quality. It's like what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
the
a cheat
perception.
code for them.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Like,
That makes sense.
it's the perception we were talking about with the artwork. It doesn't matter how you feel about it as long as the people who are consuming, they believe that it's good.
You know what? I'm real forgetting, and I grew up in a world where a whole family of what was it? All girl, mostly women. All the whole Kardashians made up like they have a whole class in the university.
Yeah. So,
That's the life I live in. That's the world.
Yeah.
I forgot that for a second.
yeah. So that's just the gist of that. Like
Yeah, they
until people collectively, which is going to be impossible down there at this point. Like at this point, it'd probably just be best to blow the earth up and start over. But
Yo, they
Yeah.
made a TV show about that.
I told you, bro. That's the formula, bro. Like it collectively, we all have a part to play. They take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They put it together in some negative way, and we eat it all up. And then they keep repackaging it consistently, and we're gonna continue to do it because what they do is they'll sell something else that will influence you to buy this on this side.
mm-hmm.
So as long as you're being influenced by what's on the left, the right is always going to entice you.
Yeah, I feel like that about music.
They use is music,
'Cause like
all
we was
types
just
of
talking
media,
about,
all
yeah.
this shit. So they're feeding you with the amount of quantity. The more that they put out, the more you're going to see.
Yeah.
So the quantity that they put out is going to just drill its way in to where what's on the right side, which is technically not quality either. It's going to seem like quality
Right.
because that's what you're used to.
Right.
Definitely. That's what I was basically saying about the BET Awards. It was like, they're saying it was nice, but it was literally.
I haven't watched that in like 6-7 years.
Because the quality of the show just dwindled to a bunch of political messages, a bunch of where I stand and who I stand with. And again, I'm not disrespecting none of those women because they all performed their asses off, but literally, it was all their asses.
I mean, I probably would have liked to see that part, but
Yeah,
when it comes to that stuff, people say all the right things and then completely do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, BET they don't even play music anymore.
Nope.
Like,
They don't?
How do they still have an award show? Like, when's the last time you seen a music video on BET?
I have. It was like early in the morning.
What, church?
No, it wasn't.
They
No, if
definitely-
you
they
watch it on
definitely
Sunday, yeah. But
Yeah,
no, it
they
was I think
definitely-
a random Thursday.
They
It's
definitely
like
they don't play. They don't. To my knowledge, they don't.
they don't play it in
music.
the afternoons no more.
No.
Oh wait, no, because they got rid of what was the show? What is it called?
Rap
Jesus
City?
Christ, not rap. They been got rid of that.
Yeah, that was like right after high school almost.
What is it called? Damn, I don't remember no
We
more.
don't know. The only shows I know.
106 in Park. That's what I couldn't think of
Well,
because
that's
they
been-
brought it
that's
back,
been gone-
but then I
that's
think
been
they got
gone-
rid of it.
That's been
No,
gone
they
for
brought it
almost-
back.
That's been gone for like almost 10 years now.
No, they
I
brought.
know.
Believe it or not, they brought that shit back with the people from Wildin' Out. The redhead girl, I can't think of her name at this moment, and
Sexy.
DC Young Fly.
Justina Valentine.
You talking about the one that don't like all of her body parts are fake?
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about all of that,
She's still cute though.
but I
Face-wise,
thought they brought.
she's
So wait, that's gone too.
First and foremost,
I mean, they
I
brought it
never
back.
even seen that. And secondly, that might be two of the worst hosts of all time.
Because if
Yeah.
it wasn't him, it's
you don't
the other
get
one.
wilding out people to do.
What was
Wildin'
the other
Out.
one? The one that raps. That's short. I don't know. I don't know none of these people's names.
Talking about
He always be like, "Cut the beat." Him.
yeah, I know he's
Oh,
talking.
Conceited.
Yeah,
I think it was either him or DC Young Fly. One of them.
I might
Let
have
me be
watched.
clear. I'm not trying to say they all look alike. I'm just
I
saying.
might have watched it if Conceited was on there, but he just like he a character.
Yeah.
DC Young
He a
Fly.
wild ass nigga.
Yeah, DC Young Fly is funny, but he not host 106 in Park. Like that ain't nah.
I thought
Well,
that was
that was
still
supposed
on.
to be a serious guy doing that anyway. Cause you remember you had AJ and Free.
That was the best
Yeah.
years.
Terrence and Roxy.
Yeah, Terrence and Roxy.
Best years.
Uh,
They need to
and they
just
put
hire
Bow
them
Wow
back.
on
Wow,
shit.
that don't-
Like that was a whole bunch of act up right there. They put Bow Wow on them up.
Because
We
they was
missed-
running out of
I missed
people
the
that wanted
106
to
in
do
Park.
it.
We missed the Patreon, John.
No, it's just at that point you're just running out of people
Boo.
to do it.
Our boo.
Nah, nigga, that's my boo. Don't.
You got Jill Scott. I thought you said
He can have multiple people.
no. He can't.
It's the quality of
It's
people.
all about it's all about having options. If one
Jill-
doesn't
if
accept
Jill-
me,
if Jill Scott if Jill Scott got so much quality, then why does he need
because
quantity?
chances are Jill Scott is not going to come my way. But then I'll just like, okay, like maybe Paige on. Then I gotta have somebody else as a backup. Just
Oh,
like
no,
how
'cause
you have in
said
real
that
life.
earlier. I'm going back to that. My question was all these athletes having, these lifestyles, the quality of women that they choose over the quantity of women didn't make sense to me. I'm glad you said that. That reminded me.
Because that would depend. Like if I was an athlete, if I didn't come into being an athlete with a girlfriend, odds are I'm probably gonna be single the whole time, or just have like.
So the quality of the women
off-brand
you would choose
relationship.
would still be different, or would you still have just the mass quantity?
It would be a quantity,
What
but
about
it
you?
would probably be the same.
I'm asking
though.
because y'all are guys. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in, but I'm asking because y'all are guys. What about
Well,
you?
me personally, I'm a monogamous type, so it's all about quality for me. I'm
So as a woman, I'm like in the between the both of y'all. If I didn't come in with a relationship, I'd
Yeah.
date. But I would like you. I'm just kind of shopping around here. It's gonna have to be the best quality out of that.
I would have a hit list because I damn sure would be hitting like a whole bunch of bitches from high school. I never got.
She's like, hey,
Oh,
I'm in the NBA now.
Yeah, so let me fly you out. I play for the Lakers now. You know what I'm saying? So I can have you
Just
sitting
gonna go back
next
to you ain't seen me on TV last night, did you?
Yeah, you ain't see me out there with Braun and them? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. If nobody let me hit before I made it, no.
I could. It's three
No.
girls. It's three girls right now. Off the top of my head, I can name.
Horrible.
I could probably name them too because you probably mentioned them numerous
I
times.
damn sure I have.